Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. That's it for today's video. Beer's courtesy of Billy. Thanks so much, Billy. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. I am super excited for this. So, quick story time. I wanted this today because a little celebratory. Had my classroom observed yesterday and did the post observation conference today. And my principal was literally like, I have nothing to tell you. Like, I loved everything. So, a little celebratory. So, I'm really stoked about that. So, Billy, thank you for giving me the perfect beer to celebrate. So, he has hyped this up, and I'm here for it. He has said this is his favorite coffee stout. So, it's Alesmith, and it's Speedway Stout, which I've had many times in my life, the regular. So, this is barrel-aged Vietnamese coffee, Speedway Stout from 2022. Complex chocolate coffee, barrel-aged Vietnamese coffee Speedway Stout. We traditionally brew gallons of Vietnamese coffee with a fin-style filter that gently percolates water through ground coffee. The result is a chocolatey and bold-tasting coffee that perfectly complements the notes of oak, vanilla, and bourbon barrels in this massive barrel-aged stout, a true Alesmith legend. Serve 55 degrees. It is 55 degrees. Right on my stout fridge. 4.2% ABV. And it is 12 fluid ounces. Yeah, I'm super stoked. I will be sipping on this for the evening. So that's why I'm not going to pour a ton right now. All right. So, yeah, it's pretty darn black for sure. Maybe a little bit of brown if I'm really looking for it, but yeah, definitely a dark beer. Not quite motor oil, but like very much in the realm of black. About quarter finger ahead. It's a nice mocha color, tiny bubbles. Some bigger ones, over here, but definitely looks like a big stout. Let's get into the aroma. That smells awesome. Hey Bruno, how you doing, buddy? The coffee is so there. It's roasty, but then there's this nice sweet, I want to say like sweet vanilla creamer thing, because I am getting some nice bourbon, and I agree with them. You get a little vanilla in there, and it's not full on like artificial vanilla coffee creamer, but like it's that elevated, that adult kind of coffee, some chocolate, the bourbon, how the vanilla is, even though it doesn't actually have vanilla in it. It just, yeah, it's like an elevated, one of those kind of drinks that, coffee drinks. I like the level of bourbon. Some of the barrel-aged beers I've been having lately, okay, let me rephrase how I wanted to phrase that. It's interesting. Some I got maybe the spirit and not much barrel. More often I was getting the barrel, not much spirit. Some were spot on. This one, I'm really liking the level of bourbon and the barrel. A little bit of oak tannins, but yeah, you definitely get the spirit. Back to this chocolate coffee roast sweet, and then you just get enough vanilla. The chocolate, even with the roastiness of the coffee, chocolate's relatively like milk chocolate, sweet chocolate. Hershey's syrup kind of chocolate. And yeah, it smells fantastic. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. Thanks again, Billy. That is really nice, dude. Yeah. Ooh. So, if it drank exactly like it smelled, I would have been happy. There was some roast in the aroma. In the sip, it had roast. About 3/4 away, I got hit with in the best possible way. I got hit with a really nice dose of coffee. There was still notes of beer, but it was almost like a splash of the coffee like hit your palate. And that's, I wonder, and Billy, chime in if like what it is about this beer specifically that you are like, this is the best coffee stout right now for me. Is it the level of coffee? Is it how the coffee is playing with the rest of the beer? Or some combination of those things, other things? I'm super curious because I know it was only one sip. I really liked how it was there, but then it like on its own made an impact and then mixed back in with the beer again. That was really cool. Similar thing happened that time, a little less intense. The coffee is throughout. There is some notes of sweetness. I kind of get a pop of sweetness at the end, and then the aftertaste is very dry coffee. It's a little bitter in a good way. As someone who likes, I'll drink coffee with stuff in it, but over 90% of the time I'm just drinking black coffee. It has that level of roasty bitterness on the aftertaste, but because of what else is in this beer, I get a little bit of oak, which is really cool. I get a little bit of bourbon spirit, not quite like the whisper, of alcohol breath, but you do get like a little lingering spirit. And this dark chocolate, like very dark chocolate. And it's I still get it pretty intense. All that stuff I was just saying, it's still on my palate. It's like, really nice, just impactful, long, aftertaste there. Bruno's so cute. I wish I had the camera in my hands. I could show you just laying downwind for me to finish so we can go back upstairs. He also knows we're going for a bonus WALK with our neighbor and their dog soon, so he might know about that. Man, this smells, just the smell is so awesome. If it was just a candle that smelled like this, I'd be happy. It's so coffee forward, but again, without losing the stout, base, the chocolate notes from the stout. And the more I'm drinking it, the more oak I get. Like as I was saying before about some of these barrel-aged beers I've been having lately and like how the barrel versus spirit hits, I still do get some spirit, but the oak is like compounding on my palate, whereas the bourbon, the actual taste of bourbon, pretty consistent. The vanillin, pretty consistent, but the oak, interestingly, is compounding. Even in the aftertaste, it still has all those things I said and spent probably too much time on. But there's still, this is great. I could keep going. I feel like this is getting a little up there in time, perhaps. So I will wrap it up. But Billy, I get it, man. This is delicious. Great level of coffee. Super curious to hear your thoughts about why, what it is about this beer and the why of you having it at the top right now for coffee stouts. Anyone else had this beer before? Had other variants of Speedway Stout, vintages, anything you want to talk about, different coffee stouts? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So just please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.